been chilling this weekend. Didn't really do nothing yesterday. Had some friends come over. We just played some games. We played the sound game, and that was pretty dope.
What's the sound games? Sounds very
So
homoerotic.
it's like charades. I feel like everything sounds homoerotic to you just because that's where your mind is. But just because that's the life you live doesn't mean you should try to impress that
Wow.
upon other people.
I'm not.
Um,
I'm not. You just sounded homoerotic to me. Doesn't mean I'm
so
trying to
anyway,
I'm trying to make you
So anyway,
homoerotic,
the
but
sound game is like charades, except you can't use your hands. You can only make sounds to try to like get the person to guess whatever the thing is.
so you're only
Uh,
using your mouth and you're in this room with a whole bunch of guys and it's not
wow, that's
homoerotic.
a way to put it. That's a way to
Okay.
put it.
Okay.
Um,
I mean,
that is definitely a
continue.
way to put it. And I wouldn't have said it that way. I would have said you can only use sound. Um, if you can make sounds with your feet, then I guess that counts. You just can't use your hands.
Okay. So did you win? All right, DeMarcus. Before I ask you how you were doing, I have to make a confession to you.
Mm.
And I was gonna mention it last week, but I didn't want to look weak in front of Hoop.
Hmm.
Um, but basically, the thing is that I'm a fraud and I've been lying to you. Um, and it hasn't been good at all.
Hmm.
So I told you that I was watching Cherry Magic this year, which is
Hmm.
about the virgin who figures out his coworker loves him because he can read his
Yes.
mind.
Yes.
Ever since I finished that, I went ahead and I read the manga for it.
Hmm.
Um, it's very good. No, I didn't
Hmm.
finish that. That's still going on, but I did read the manga for it. And ever
Hmm.
since I finished the manga, I have been watching All Boys Love anime.
You've
I've
been
been
watching
watching
what?
All Boys Love anime.
And what is that?
BL anime is like anime that features romantic stories between two boys.
Oh, okay. So it's
No,
a genre of anime. All
yeah,
boys love anime.
yeah. No action, no beheading,
Hmm.
no drama,
Hmm.
nothing like that. It's just lovey-dovey high school stuff.
Yeah.
I watched The Titan's Bride. Well, that was an isekai, but yeah, it was lovey-dovey and Given and My Hero. Like it's been bad.
Mm.
And I just want to say I'm sorry, but I think that there's a new genre of anime that I really, really like
Yeah. And
now.
it's yeah. I mean, Jerry, I knew you was fake when you was like, oh, like I don't like slice of life, regular anime. I need my anime to be bloody and whatever. I'm like, this motherfucker's a liar.
Well, I
Um,
didn't until like 3 weeks ago.
but Jared, you always have. Like, it might not be your main category of anime, but you've always watched some like real soft stuff at times.
Real soft
You
anime stuff.
yeah, and you enjoy it, and that's okay,
Like
bro. That's
what?
okay.
Like what have I
I can't
watched?
I can't think of the name of the stuff, but yeah.
I've never watched this much and read this much soft lovey-dovey crap in my whole
Okay.
existence ever.
So it's a little much for you at this point.
It is, but I can't stop. Because
Yeah.
I like went down a rabbit hole and I started looking at like what other BL anime there was, and it was a whole bunch, and it
Hmm.
seemed so interesting. And yeah, it's bad.
Hmm.
It's really bad.
Okay. It's okay,
Yeah,
bro. It's okay.
yeah.
And I'm glad you finally come out and decided to be who you really are.
Thank you for all your support. But other than that, uh, I haven't really been doing anything. I'm still watching The Unwanted Undead Adventurer, still watching
Hmm.
my How to Use Healing Magic Wrongly or whatever it's called. And I'm still
The
watching
wrong way to use healing magic. I
the
just watched the episode of that before we got started.
mm, and I'm still watching Solo Leveling. Um,
Same.
okay, okay. And how are you liking Solo Leveling right now?
Let me try to get to that one in my brain because I don't be remembering what's because I watch all the anime back to back,
Hmm.
like episodes of anime. And
Hmm.
like I started watching anime. I started watching this season's anime a little late, a few weeks late, because I was trying to finish last season's anime. So there were like 3 or 4 episodes out. And
Okay.
I don't watch all 4 episodes of any anime that's out. So if it's Solo Leveling has 4 episodes, I'm gonna watch one and then I'm gonna go to the next anime. And
Okay.
I'm watching back to back that way.
Okay.
Because I want to still get that feeling of like you watching it week to week.
Blame.
The suspense and the anticipation. Um, okay, I got it. I got it. I remember it now. I got it back in my head now. So the last episode I watched was I think it was the end of episode 2. They're in that dungeon, and it was like, oh, you gotta revere God, praise God, and then prove your faith or something like that. And
Hmm.
so everybody dipped out on this man. Like, and then there was like, oh, do you want to become a player or something like that?
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm at now. And I'm
Yeah, that
excited to
was a
watch the next
cliffhanger.
episode.
That was a
Hmm?
cliffhanger of that episode.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely gets better. And I read the anime, I mean the manga, so it definitely
Mhm.
gets darker. It's definitely a Jared story. And I've already
Hmm.
written it down for best manga for this year's Jardo Awards in December.
Really? Already?
Yeah.
Did you finish the one I put you on to last anime season? Um, not Berserker Gluttony. The one with the witch and
Yeah,
the witch
I finished that one.
prince.
Now
Did you
that was
like
a
the
good
ending?
one. That was a real good one.
Yeah. Yo, when she lost her eyes, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't see that coming. She always didn't see
I
it
was
coming. But
I was
yeah,
expecting him to kill her. And I feel in some part of me is like that would have been better than like gouging out her fucking eyes.
yeah, yeah. It probably would have been better, but she ain't got no eyes.
Right.
Yeah, I was
And
not
the one
expecting
thing
that.
I the one thing I don't like about that character, that girl, is that she like keeps apologizing for everything. Like, so even now, after she's been blinded, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have these scars." And it's like, bitch, you didn't do this to yourself. You didn't
Yeah,
choose this life.
yeah. But
Like, why are you apologizing?
that's just a trope in anime. Like, um, the subservient girls. That's what I'm liking in the wrong way to use healing magic. Like that
Mhm.
main woman is like not the typical anime girl. She is very strong. All the people
I
fear
feel like that's
her.
also a trope.
Really?
I feel like there's definitely a trope of like the soft spoken, like super subservient, like I just want to please you and I'm sorry for my existence being inconvenient type girl. But then there's also like the big titted, extra powerful, I'm gonna toss you across the room girl. Because
Okay,
I once read
maybe.
somewhere that like in anime, the bigger a woman's breasts are, the more powerful she is.
Mm. I mean, not in Bleach.
I think she was still pretty strong. Like she
Oh yeah,
wasn't weak
she's
by any
strong, but
means.
but the girl in
And
the
if
anime we were
if
talking
we're
with the
talking
witches, she's
Orihime, then
strong.
it's like she's strong in her lane. Like of the side characters, she's like one of the most powerful, and she got that whole healing ability, which is pretty powerful that nobody else
Yeah.
has. But if we talk about like Ringiku, she was strong outright. Like
Yeah.
she I think by the end of the anime, especially in this thousand year blood war, she's like close to captain level, if not captain level.
Well, that is something we gotta talk about. Do the titties
Do
equal
titties
the
equal power?
aggressiveness?
It doesn't count for men. So if your pecs are bigger, are you more powerful as a man? We gotta explore that. That's another episode.
I think that if their pecs are bigger, they're more cocky, like the guy in
Mm,
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But that is another episode. Let me go ahead and write that down now.
You talking about Armstrong?
Yes, he was
Major
very
Armstrong?
cocky.
But
He
then
was,
his sister, see, we gotta stop. We gotta change topics.
yeah.
We gotta change topics. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it.
Well, tell me, how are you doing this week?
I am doing I'm doing good, man. It's been a pretty good week. This week it was an unproductive week. It culminated in Friday where I just like really didn't do a lot of anything. Just nap most of the day. Um, and I can't explain why it's like that. This has not been a super. I have not felt super productive this week, so I'm gonna end up trying to do some work today over the weekend so I can get caught up. But other than that, it's cool, man. Uh, been chilling this weekend. Didn't really do nothing yesterday. Had some friends come over. We just played some games. We played the sound game, and that was pretty dope.
What's the sound games? Sounds very
So
homoerotic.
it's like charades. I feel like everything sounds homoerotic to you just because that's where your mind is. But just because that's the life you live doesn't mean you should try to impress that
Wow.
upon other people.
I'm not.
Um,
I'm not. You just sounded homoerotic to me. Doesn't mean I'm
so
trying to
anyway,
I'm trying to make you
so anyway,
homoerotic,
the
but
sound game is like charades, except you can't use your hands. You can only make sounds to try to like get the person to guess whatever the thing is.
so you're only
Uh,
using your mouth and you're in this room with a whole bunch of guys and it's not
wow, that's
homoerotic.
a way to put it. That's a way to
Okay.
put it.
Okay.
Um,
I mean,
that is definitely a
continue.
way to put it. And I wouldn't have said it that way. I would have said you can only use sound. Um, if you can make sounds with your feet, then I guess that counts. You just can't use your hands.
Okay. So did you win?
Did we win? Nah, we lost. Because me and my girl was on the same team. And what I've realized about her when it comes to games is that if it's a game that's like where you got to be like really involved and like put a lot of energy into it, she's not gonna do it.
Mm,
She'll play, but she's not gonna put like a lot of energy into it.
mm.
And she's not competitive, so she like if she losing, she's like fuck it, like whatever.
Wow.
Hmm.
Um, okay. And
And she gets
how?
overwhelmed. So like we played Wrath of a Shardalon together, and I've been trying to get us to play it again ever since we played it that first time. And Wrath of a Shardalon is the D&D board game. But she's like, no, that game stresses me out, and I don't like it.
Okay. Um,
Yeah. But how
so
are you
you
doing, Jared?
no, hold on, hold on, hold on. You said you were playing games. How is your Baldur's Gate 3 run through
I
going?
played Baldur's Gate 3 because I
Okay.
knew you was gonna fucking ask me, and I was tired of listening to your shit when I
Wow.
didn't play.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I played and I think I found the Goblin's camp, but I haven't gone
Mm.
in yet.
Okay.
Um, yeah, like I'm close to Act Two. Um,
No, you're
or is
not.
it no? I feel like I am.
No, no.
But
No, you're not close. You didn't even do the hag. You didn't even find the Underdark. You
I
didn't
have
find.
found the hag.
Okay.
Um,
Did you
like
find the
like
the
the
bugbear? Bugbear mom and his cub?
Bugbear Mom and his cup. Mm-mm.
Bugbear
No, I
mom and
haven't
her
found that.
cub?
No,
Wow,
I haven't
okay.
found that. I did see like a sleeping bugbear, but I didn't wake them up. I found like this little hut where like it's it sounds like somebody's having sex in there, and they won't let me open the door. Well, not that they
Not
won't let
Carter.
me. They won't not that they won't let me. It's just that like I went by the first time and I was like, oh, they getting freaky in there. Let me leave that alone. I went by the second time and I was like, let me open this shit. And then somebody who I was with was like, hey, maybe we should leave them alone. And I was like, all right, we'll leave them alone.
Mm, okay, well,
Um,
not Carter next time.
yeah,
Wait,
Alistair
a,
has
a companion said that?
a companion said that. Oh, I want to say maybe it was the Blade of Frontiers guy.
Will?
Will? Yeah, maybe it was Will or maybe it was Alistair.
I don't think Alistair would say that, but it sounds like a Will thing to say.
Yeah, it could have been Gail too, because I think Gail was with me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alistair
okay.
has revealed himself to be a vampire, which I knew from the start. Like as soon as I saw him, I was like, "This nigga's a vampire." Because he was talking way too slick, and then I could see his teeth, his ears was pointy. I was like, and he looked kind
Well,
of
he's
pale.
a half elf.
I was like, "Oh, that's vampire shit."
So do you trust him still?
I mean, I let him drink some of my blood, so I guess.
Okay. All
Hmm.
right.
What else is happening? I found the hag. I found the vampire hunter, and Alistair was like, "We need to do something about this vampire situation." And I tried to fight him, and like he immediately killed Alistair, and I was like, we gotta roll this back. So I
So
ran away.
okay, so you went back. Um, I didn't find a vampire hunter. So I don't know
Mm,
what you're talking about.
mm, mm. It's funny because he's near the hag.
Oh wow.
Like when
Okay.
you find the hag's like hut, like where she lives, the tea shop or whatever,
Yeah.
she's near there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because like the last time it was last time I was like last time I was playing for a minute and then I just started exploring because I was like I don't have time. I don't think I have time to like solve to like fully like resolve any of these things that I'm running into. So I just like walked around and seeing what's around. The demon showed up and was like, "Yo, I can help you
Oh
with one of
yeah.
those
Okay.
things. I can help you give me one of those little tadpoles or whatever." Um, the hag is like, "Oh, I'll get rid of one of the tadpoles if you give me your eye." And I was like, "I don't know if I want to give her one of my eyes, bro. That feels like a steep price. I feel like it's gonna
Okay.
make it harder for me to hit shit."
Okay. Did you find a tiefling camp?
Tiefling camp outside of outside of where the druids are.
Yes.
I ain't found that yet.
Did you find withers?
Who's Withers? Nope,
Okay.
ain't
You
found that yet.
have you have to find Withers. Like he's an integral part of the story.
Okay. I'll keep. I mean, I was looking around this time. I
But
couldn't. I was trying to get to the part where because Will is like, "Oh, I'm hunting down this like demon or whatever," and I was trying to do
mm,
that,
mm,
but I think the bridge is out, so I couldn't find a way around.
okay. All right. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, make sure you get I would suggest to get Withers first,
Hmm.
just in case something happens and you need something to come
Hmm.
back. You need to find Withers immediately. That's the first thing you
Wait,
should
is
do.
Withers that undead dude?
Yes.
I do have him already.
Okay.
And
So
he just kind of like hangs out in the camp, and he's like, "Oh, I can like bring people back from the dead or whatever."
yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know him. And
Okay.
he'd be like, "Oh, I can summon a demon for you too if you want one."
Yeah, just like an extra companion.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but I know. Yeah, I got him. I've been had him.
Okay. Okay.
I
All
didn't know
right.
his name was Withers.
All right. But yeah, you got a whole bunch more exploring to do. So, okay, and you met the protector guy, the other character that you made during the character creation.
The other character I made, I only made one character.
No, you made two
Yes,
characters.
I made one.
You made two.
I made
You
one.
made your character and then you
Mm-hmm.
made the protector, the hold on. It's like a protector or somebody.
Nope, I did not.
The oh my god, I cannot think of what they call him, the protector companion. You definitely made one because that's like a game element.
Nope.
You did make one.
And I'm telling you, I didn't, Jared.
No, it's a part of the game. You have
I'm
to
telling
make one to
you,
play
I
it.
missed that part. I skipped it.
It happens before you play at character creation. You make your character, then you make him or her.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
And I don't remember this part of the game.
Okay. Well, I guess you haven't met him yet. Definitely keep exploring at one. You haven't even seen the spiders. You haven't got the book. You haven't got the tiefling camp. You haven't.
I
Yeah.
did find a little spider well thing. I went in that well and it was a little spider. And it was like, there's a bunch of spiders down here. And I was like, I don't feel like doing this right now. So I went back out. I found a bunch of shit, and I was like, I don't feel like resolving any of these things that I found. But I wanted to save the girl from the hag, but then she made the girl disappear, and now I can't do it no more. But I tried to unlock that door, and then it was like, oh, she's trying to fight you, and I was like, I don't want to kill her before I find that girl.
Okay. Okay. Just keep exploring, and you're not. It's gonna take you some weeks. I'm gonna say you a whole bunch of weeks. I don't expect you to finish Act One until April. So
Damn,
yeah, just keep exploring.
that's a long time, bro.
I mean, I guess you're playing like about 4 hours every time we talk. So yeah, that's April to get you
Man.
to 50 hours where I was at.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Maybe I'm streamlining the game. Maybe I'm playing it faster than you.
Mm, okay, whatever, Marcus.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that we can start the show now, right?
Yeah. We could definitely start the show.
All
Quick
right.
break.
Yeah. So we will come back after this commercial break with more Black Geek Energy.
What's happening, my fellow geeks out there? It's a new year. Welcome to 2024. New me, or the same you. You know, however you want to play it this year. I am here to tell y'all that I am in a much better space mentally, and a lot of that is due to getting, I'm not going to say the help I need, but having someone to talk to objectively, like that third party who's just there to give you advice and not really trying to put their own judgment on you, and also like kind of helping you, think through some of your thoughts. Maybe you're an external process, maybe an external processor, maybe not. But you can do all of these things with BetterHelp.com. So you can be in the same place I am. You can be in a better place than I am. You can improve the way you think and the way you approach situations just by having someone to talk to about it that is not there to judge you, that is available at the send of a text, that you can switch them out if it's not working. If they're not giving you the advice you need, you can just say, hey, better help, give me someone else, and they'll find you someone else to partner with. Tell you it's an amazing service, and if you tell them we sent you, you're gonna get a discount, because why would we tell you to go if we're not going to hook you up? So go to betterhelp.com/bgepod and tell them DeMarcus sent you. All right, welcome back, y'all. Before we jump into today's topic, I have another game for us. And this is another cream of the crop where Jared has to guess the top 5. And I'm gonna make your own theme today. So this is gonna give you an idea of what we're gonna be talking about today. So
wait, so did you hear what Hoop said about our podcast on his podcast?
I haven't listened to it yet. You sent it and I didn't get a chance to get to it yet.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He basically said that we set him up with the game. He
With
said
the game?
that we asked him what the Earth Greenlanders were, and that was a setup.
How is that a setup?
Yeah, that was a setup, and he doesn't read comics, so I
That's
guess that
fair. I
was a
mean, but
setup.
I imagine you watched like he said, like he's watched Justice League, like he's watched cartoons growing
Yes.
up or whatever.
Yes.
So you've seen at least three Green Lanterns if you watch Cartoon Network alone in the
Yeah.
90s and 2000s, you've seen at least three Green Lanterns.
Yeah. At least, but
Like, did I expect him to get that point? Nah, because I knew Jerry, I knew you'd be reading all the fucking comics, so I knew you knew like you was probably gonna say some Green Lanterns that I didn't know, and you did, and that one didn't count.
well,
But we'll have him on again, and I'll do better preparing questions that he will also know.
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Because
he
I will take some of that. I will take some of that fault. I will take some of that blame that
don't.
I did not look at his background and say, all right, what questions will Hoop know? But
Don't because no. He knew who the actor was who played Hal Jordan in the movie. He didn't know Hal Jordan. So no. No, he don't get no credit, no nothing
he
for
don't get
not
no
knowing.
pass.
No,
All
he
right,
doesn't get a pass. He needs to know
all
at
right,
least who Hal Jordan is. He doesn't get a pass. He gotta do better. He gotta do better. And
all
if they
right.
come on again, he still got to answer these comic book questions. He need to know all the Robins.
That's a horrible. That's gonna be a question on one of these. On one of these, that's gonna be a question. Um, okay, bet. Um, are you ready for today's game?
Yes.
Okay, great. I love it. I love it. All right. Today's games we're playing cream of the crop, top five, whatever you want to call it. And I'll go over the rules one more time. So Demarcus finds a list of the top 10 items in a list, in a category, whatever. These could be top anime, top most popular movies, anything else. Jared has to guess the top five answers with six guesses. You get to guess six things. You get six guesses. You can say six things, but you're aiming for the top five. Each answer is worth a number of points, and you need 10 points to win. You get it?
Yeah.
All right. And this time I'm gonna have you write down your answers in the chat and then send that to me. All right.
All right.
Well, we can talk about your answers as you go. Maybe I'll give you a hint. Maybe I'll make you figure it out on your own.
Okay.
All right.
So
All right. You ready?
okay, so
You ready? I'm
again,
ready.
I'm gonna ask you, where are you getting these answers from?
Don't worry about my sources, bro.
Are they
Don't
coming
worry
from
about
the
my
dark
sources.
web again, like last time?
This so uh, 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 today's list. So you are going to name the top 10 black sitcoms in the 90s. And the
Okay.
list is coming from okplayer.com.
Okay.
As in like, all right, player.
Okay. I think I just got
As
an email
black
from
people used
OK
to say back in
Player,
the day.
actually.
Yeah. Oh, because I signed this. I needed to register.
Oh, you registered? Okay. Okay.
I needed to register to see an article. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
you should have. You should have.
And I
All
looked
right.
them up. They are a black website. So okay, I think I feel
Mm-hmm.
very confident with this.
I'm
Um,
glad. I'm glad.
I gotta name six of them.
You get to name six things. You're aiming for the top five. So if you need all six guesses to get 10 points, we'll use the six guess. If you get 10 points in the top in your first five guesses, we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
first one.
type them in the chat. Yeah.
Well, I still say it out loud, right?
Say that, of course. Yeah, yeah, man. We
Okay,
use the
okay, okay, okay,
podcast.
okay, okay. So first one, I'm gonna say Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah.
I'm the man. Yeah.
Um,
Why Martin? Is that your favorite? You just
no, no, it's not my favorite, and I hate Martin.
mm,
But I do like Pam. I do like all the
okay.
side characters,
Shanae?
including Shanae.
Okay.
Um,
What about Bruh Man from the fifth floor?
yes, I like him too. I like him too.
Lil Daryl?
I don't remember
You don't remember? My
Ladero.
name Lil Daryl. My
I
mama
don't
sent me down here to get
remember.
some milk.
I do not remember Little Daryl.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, Martin will be my
Martin.
first one.
All right. Martin.
Family Matters.
Okay.
Okay.
Family Matters.
Uh,
That's the one with your boy Steve Urkel, yeah? Steve Urkel.
yes.
Stefan
What?
Urkel.
Y-
Okay, bet.
yes. I mean, oh, I forgot you watch Seinfeld when you watch TV. So,
I watched Family Matters too. I just didn't watch a lot of Family Matters.
all right. Um,
I watched a lot of Martin.
Number three, I'm going to say Sister Sister.
Sister with Tia and Tamara.
Yes.
Tia Tamara. Tia Tamara.
Okay.
You know that
Number,
song?
yeah, Sister.
No,
Sister.
no. There's a song that's I think it's by Doja Cat or something like that. And they be like, Tia Tamara, Tia
Uh, I
Tamara.
think that like Tia or Tamara did a which one of these songs do you like that have your name in it? And that was on that
Mm.
little video clip. So I heard like
Really? That's
5 seconds
what's up.
of it.
I'm glad they like it. All right, number three. You
Fresh
just said that was
Prince.
number three. Number four.
No, that was number three. Okay, so number four, Fresh Prince.
The Fresh Prince, like the new one.
No, not Bel Air. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
um, do you like the new one?
I do actually. I watched the new one. I
I
like
do
the new
too.
one.
I really enjoy the new one. I really
Really?
enjoy it. Yeah, but we can get into it a little later. What's
Okay,
number?
okay,
What's
okay.
number five?
Number five. Now I'm going into, well, I was going into what
Deep
I,
cuts.
well, not a deep cut, but just things that were in the 90s that people would
Mm.
like. And I was thinking a different world, but I think that started like the 80s, the late 80s. So I'm
Hmm.
just gonna say Moesha.
Mo to the E to the.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Moesha.
What's the she had a lot of rappers in that show.
Yeah.
Um, I can't remember. I think was Tupac on that show one time at one point?
No, I think he was dead
Oh, okay,
by
but,
then.
okay.
Okay. And that was five.
Yep, you get a
So,
six man,
all right.
a bonus guess.
Okay. I am, of course, thinking about living single,
Okay.
but last week, Hoop said he didn't really like living single. I love living single,
So that's your
but
favorite. Let me think.
but I am going to go with the Wayans brothers.
The Wayans brothers. I didn't even think of that one. I didn't think you was gonna say that one. Me and my
Yeah,
brother used to watch the Wayans brothers. More so because he liked it. So when it came on, he was like, "Oh no, let's watch this." Me and my older brother, Jock,
yeah.
the
So,
Wayans brothers.
all right. I may not have spelled that right, but that's my
It's all good.
list.
It's all good.
And I'm sticking with it. So Martin, Family Matters, Sister Sister, Fresh Prince, Mock. I said Moksha,
I'm just reading the list. I'm like, who is that?
Moesha. Sorry, I
Mo
was
to the
typing
E to the. I
fast.
even spelled it out for you. Mo to the E to the
Yeah, and the
Moesha
Wayans brothers.
and the Wayans brothers. All right. How do you think you did, Jared?
Not good because,
You don't think you
well,
did good?
okay. I think that at least four of these are on the list.
I okay. Okay. Which two do you think are not on the list?
Sister Sister. I'm
Hmm.
gonna say Sister Sister and Family Matters.
Okay, you don't think those two are on the list.
No.
Okay, bet.
But they need to be.
But they should be, is what you're saying. They
Yeah.
should be. All right,
Yeah.
bet. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Let me calculate your score.
Uh-oh.
Jared, being real with you, bro, you did very well this time. You did real well. Like everything you guessed is on the list.
Oh
Now
wow, thank
the only
you.
question is, did you guess enough of the higher point scores to get to 10? Or did
Okay.
you get like all the low point stuff and you lose?
Okay. Okay.
So,
Good.
all
Okay,
right.
good.
So number one for your first guess, you had Martin,
Hmm.
and that is the number one show. The
Yeah.
number one black sitcom in the 90s was Martin.
Yeah, I figured. I figured.
A lot of folks like Martin. My dad still watches Martin. Like when I go home, I'll go like to the den with my dad be chilling, and he'll just have Martin on. He'll be asleep, but like Martin is on. And if I
Yeah.
turn it, he'll be like, "Why you changing?" I'm like, "Cause you were snoring."
Yeah. I
But
definitely figured that.
all right. Number two, you had Family Matters. Uh, so that's gonna be 1 point, but that is on the list. It's number 9. Family Matters is number 9.
Okay.
Uh, you know what? Let me start from number 10, like I did it. So number 10 was Smart Guy.
Okay.
Smart Guy.
Do.
Yeah. And I think didn't Smart Guy and like Sister used to like cross over? Didn't they share some characters?
I mean, they should have. They were on the same
I feel
network. They
like
were in the
Roger
same
was in both of
family.
those shows.
I'm not
I feel like
sure
Roger was
who
in
it
both of those shows.
was, but I think it's sad how that one ended. But yeah.
Smart Guy?
Yeah.
How did he? Oh, we'll talk about it in a second. How did that end? I wonder. All right. Sister is number 8. That is also 1 point. Still on the list.
Wait, what
But
was
so you got
10?
10 was Smart Guy. Number 9 is Family Matters. You got that
Okay,
one.
so Family Matters on my list too.
Yeah. You got that one. I
Okay,
already
so
marked it down for that one. So you
so
got
9, 8.
8 is Sister. You got that one. Number 7 is one me and my mom used to watch together that I used to love, The Parkers. Hey,
Okay.
Professor Ogletree. The
Okay.
Parkers, yeah, that was me and my mama's show. You got Moesha on your list, and Moesha is number 6.
Okay.
So that'll get you 2 right there. The Wayans brothers is number 5, and that's your 6 man. So that'll get you 2 more.
So now we just gotta see
And
where Fresh
then,
Prince is.
yeah. So number 4 was the Jamie Foxx show.
Okay. Oh, I was
Do
gonna
you
say
remember
that
that
one
one?
too.
Damn. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx show, I liked it. I liked it because it was a lot more music in that show
Hmm.
than other shows.
Yeah.
Like he was always singing and stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't like how he was always chasing fancy though. I was like, hey bro, give up on that and go do something better, bro. Like she don't want you.
Oh goodness.
Number 3 is the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Guess what number 2 is?
Is it Living Single?
Is Live
I
Single.
knew it. I
You
knew it.
betrayed yourself.
I knew
You
it.
betrayed yourself, Jared.
Because I don't see a lot of boys just watching Living Single over and over and over
I
again
feel
like
like
I
I feel
do.
like a lot of dudes watch Living Single, and we watched it, and then I feel like '90s. I feel like '90s sitcoms they weren't for women, but a lot more women watch TV than men do. Like sit there and just like watch TV at nauseum.
Okay.
Like
Dang.
I think in the '90s, boys were still watching sports. Like you just watched a lot of sports, or you was like me and you was watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z
Yeah. Oh, well, I
or a lot of
betrayed myself.
Pokemon. Right.
See, I be trying to answer the question to suit the author and not myself. And yeah.
Trust yourself, man. Trust yourself. All right, then we got to add up these points. 2, 4, 6, 9. Whoa. Let's start from the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jared, with your 5, if you would only allow 5 guesses, you'll be 1 point short.
Mm.
With your 6 man, with the Wayans brothers, that's 11. So you win today's game, Jared. We need a button. You ain't got the soundboard no more.
I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. Okay. All right. So
All
that's
right,
good.
Jared, that's what I'm talking about. So you know your '90s sitcoms.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and that leads us right into our topics. We're going to talk about Black sitcoms today from the 1950s 50s when the first Black sitcom was on air, all the way up to 2020. Um, DeMarcus, everybody knows that my favorite sitcom of all time that's Black is Living Single. My favorite episode is when they went on that talk show and all the roommates were being interviewed and Jennifer Lewis was the talk show host and she said, Khadijah. That was my favorite episode. So DeMarcus, what is your favorite Black sitcom? And do you remember your favorite episode?
My favorite Black sitcom. I mean, low key was probably Martin, and like I think for a while I was in denial because oh, everybody like this. I don't want to be like everybody else and like Martin, but I really enjoy Martin. And if I had to pick a favorite episode, uh, is the episode where Gina get her head stuck in the in the headboard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She walking around.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. Yeah. So like, hold on, baby, let me just get some butter, man. We
Um
got some Crisco.
yeah, that one. So so how did her head get stuck? I don't remember.
I think it was. I want to say they was having sex, but I don't think so.
Mm,
She might have just been like asleep and her headboard fell through. Like I don't remember all the details. I just remember her head was stuck and Martin was trying to grease that motherfucker out of there.
mm-mm. Yeah, that was a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite episode of Martin was really any episode where they went across the hallway to talk
Mm-hmm.
to
Shanae.
Shanae. And when her and Pam interacted, I think that was just comedy gold. Like I usually watch those clips of her and Pam on YouTube whenever I just need a good laugh. So
Yeah.
definitely her and Pam.
Um,
Um, but
yeah. I used to like Shanae too. She was hilarious.
let me just ask you about some of the classic um Black sitcoms and if you have seen these and what your thoughts are of some of
Okay.
these shows.
All right, bet.
So probably the one that all of our parents watched together as one was The Jeffersons.
Oof. Yes. I remember
Did
the episode.
did you watch The Jeffersons?
Finally got a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Um, I know these theme songs, man. If I know the theme song, I watched it. I watched enough of it to memorize the theme song. But I feel like as a kid, I would memorize stuff so fast.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I watched the Jeffersons. I remember the tropes, like the things that occurred like every episode, but I don't remember like a lot of the plot. Like they moved to an apartment on the east side and like had money troubles. Like I think that was the premise.
So for me, The Jeffersons came on during Nick at Night, which is what we
Mm.
had before Toonami.
Yeah,
Was
yeah, yeah.
Nick at Night, and they showed all the old shows. So that's when I got to watch The Jeffersons. Nick at Night doesn't come on anymore, does it?
I don't know, man. I don't know if there's still in the cat night. I want to say there is, but I feel like it's not stuff that we will watch.
Yeah, I feel like it's stuff from like the 2010s. But but The Jeffersons came
Yeah,
on.
Nick at Night is still a thing,
Okay.
and it's not one black face in this lineup.
Wow, because no, Nick and I had all black faces. Like I remember Family Matters was on Nick and I. I remember, of
All
course,
that
all well, that's Nick, not Nick and Night.
that was what Snick.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Uh,
Um, yeah, that's when I also saw one of my other favorite black sitcoms, 227. Do you remember this one?
I don't remember 227, but we played that. We had that fanfare in in college. That was one of the trombone fanfares we played. 227.
Really? There's
Yeah, yeah.
no place like home. Doo-doo-doo. With your family
Hmm.
around you, you're never alone. Yeah,
I don't remember how it goes.
wow. 227 was a great show. It was a great show about this apartment building and all the people in it. It had Jackie Harris and Florence Henderson, who are big, big,
Mm,
big black stars. And they were in it.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Jack A.
yeah. Jack Kay, of course, went on to be sitcom royalty and as Tina Tamera's mom in Sister Sister.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, did you see another one that I watched on um, Nick at Night was Good Times?
Yeah. I used to hanging in a child line. Good
Exactly,
time.
exactly.
For the longest time, all my life, I never knew what that last line was. But I feel like I was watching something. It was like a black like pulling your black card kind of show, and that was one of the questions. And like whoever it was, they got it wrong, of course. But then they told them the answer, and I was like, "Yo!" I was like, "I'm storing that away. I need that information." Um, Quick side note about Nick at Night. Um, do you want to know what shows are on Nick at Night
Okay,
today?
okay.
All right, starting at 9 p.m. Right, that's nighttime, sure. At 9 p.m., I think this is going to be Pacific time in my time zone. It's Friends
Oh my
at
God.
9:30. Friends,
Okay.
10 o'clock. Friends, 10:35. Friends,
Oh my God.
11:09. Friends,
Wow.
11:44. Mom.
Mom,
I
what's
don't know that.
that?
Yeah, I don't know that one, but I feel like it's one of white folks. I feel like it's a white folks
Mm.
sitcom. So yeah, it's Friends and Mom. After 11:44, it's all Mom until like 4 a.m. when SpongeBob comes back on.
Wow. That's sad. That's sad because we had like Bewitched, I Dream of Genie, Good Times, 227.
Sabrina.
Yeah, well, that was ABC.
It went on there.
No.
Yeah, Mom. It's about two white women.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm. No. Yeah, that's not a great lineup. Especially when you hear that they stole from Living Single. Living Single was first. Have you heard this story about
yeah,
Friends versus Living Single?
yeah.
How they were at the same
Um,
studio lot and they got the bigger studio and they um
and
kicked
like
them off the
they
studio
had better
and
food,
yeah, they had better
and they was
food
giving
and
living single cast peanut butter and jellies and shit.
hmm yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's a horrible, horrible story about
and
my
I
favorite
don't.
sitcom.
I don't know why Friends is so popular. And because it's like, I think living single is popular among black people. Like you say living single among black people, they be like, oh yeah, like living, little lady
Hmm.
dancing and whatnot. Um, but like if you say friends around white people, everybody claps. Everybody hits
Yeah,
the
and I don't get it.
like I've been at white parties or been at like white clubs and they'll play the Friends song and everybody in the club claps.
That's gross. That's
Yeah,
gross.
yeah.
I don't even know the Friends song.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm
Anyway, black
getting
on black sitcoms. Even though Aisha Curry was the only black person in New York on that show for the final season.
which one
Uh, Aisha Curry,
was the only black person on what?
Friends.
Okay.
I think that's her name. That may not be her name. Aisha Curry is a basketball wife, but um
Yeah. Yeah. Aisha Curry is Steph Curry's wife. Yeah.
oh hold on, let me see. Black person on Friends.
And I was like, that doesn't feel right because Aisha Curry doesn't seem that old.
Aisha Tyler. Sorry.
ah.
Yeah, Aisha
Ah.
Tyler.
She a regular on Friends in the last season?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
the nerd guy's wife or girlfriend or whatever.
Ross?
Yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah.
just said the name. I don't know which guy's the nerd guy in Friends.
Hmm.
It's like when people talk to me about The Office. Like I don't know which character's which. I just know what The Office is.
Oh, you never seen The Office?
I've seen The Office. That's why I know like I know the characters' names, but I don't like The Office. I didn't find it funny. Like people
Wow.
love The Office. They like it's hilarious. I'm like I don't. I mean it's okay. It is as funny as Seinfeld is.
Mm. I think it's funny, but anyway, black sitcoms. Do you? Okay, we can't talk about black sitcoms without mentioning the downfall of one of our biggest stars, one of our Hampton University Board of Trustee members, former Board of Trustee members,
Okay.
Bill Cosby. Um, do you still watch The Cosby Show?
I didn't regularly watch the Cosby Show when it was airing, so
Okay. So you don't know like the famous episodes or
like I mean maybe like try me. What's one of the famous episodes?
like when uh the mom, oh my God, when she comes back into the house after she went to a concert and she says something like, I don't know, you don't need to be doing something and something, something. Just watch the clip.
I one of the episodes of the Cosby Show that I remember is when I think one of the girls brings home like her boyfriend or something, and like uh the wife, Mrs. Huxtable, she gets up to like get Bill some coffee or something like that, or make his plate or something, and she was like, and he's like, oh, you just gonna like make his plate like that? He's like, don't you feel like that's like servitude for a woman? You don't feel like you can like stand up for
Mm.
yourself? And she was like, with that attitude, like you ain't gonna ever have a woman bring you nothing ever in your life. And she like went in on him, and I was like, uh, that's one of the episodes I remember. I also remember when I don't know. I remember like him like sneaking out and stuff, and like I don't know. I feel like the Cosby Show was like real good black parenting.
Okay.
Yeah, because like they never I never saw them beat the kids, but somehow they were always able to talk to them in a way they conveyed the seriousness of their transgressions and how serious the consequences would be if they didn't tighten up. That's one thing I appreciate about the Cosbys. Like for a while,
Um,
Bill was America's dad, man.
so I know that my mother still watches The Cosby Show
Mm-hmm.
very regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know that I don't watch it anymore. Um,
For political reasons,
no, I mean I mean him raping a woman when
it's not
she's
political.
that's not political to me.
Okay,
That's for criminal reasons.
for criminal reasons, gotcha.
I don't watch I don't watch that show anymore.
That's fair.
But I did watch it all the time. And in fact, I
You
know,
still listen to Cardi B?
yes, I do.
Huh. Okay. So when she drugs men is okay, but when Bill Cosby drugs women, it's not.
No, it's not okay. She has not been on trial for that
Oh, so it's only a problem if you get caught. It's
with
only a problem
me.
it's only a problem if they levy charges against you for it.
Um, I believe women more than I believe men. In fact, I
So
will
when
hold on.
Cardi B said I used to
Let me finish my
no 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 no
statement.
no
Let
I'm
me
trying to
finish
ask the
my statement.
question.
No, no,
You
no. Let me
believe
finish my
I
statement.
know
Let
where
me
you're going. You
finish my
believe
statement. No,
women
you
all the
don't.
time.
No, you
So when Cardi
don't.
B
No, you
said
don't. Let me
I
finish
drug
my
men so I
statement.
can steal their
Let me
money, did you
finish my
believe her?
statement. Let me finish my statement. I will be happy if I chose to believe 100 women and they were wrong than if I chose to believe one man and they were right. But
What?
when look, but when you also, because I didn't want to stop watching the Cosby Show, but then he got in court and he got in jail. So I'm like, okay, this was proven beyond a shadow of reasonable doubt that he did this, and now I have to take actions to not support this man anymore.
Okay.
That's
And
why
I
I
completely
couldn't do it.
understand it. I completely understand your stance on Bill Cosby.
Hmm.
He did this thing to all these women. They went to trial, they proved him guilty, you know, bad guy. I don't support him no more. Great. I don't understand your stance on Cardi B because she admitted
Hmm.
herself
Hmm.
that she used to drug men, she used to trick men into taking her home, drug them, and then like steal from them.
Mm.
So is it okay because she wasn't raping them when they were drugged?
I mean, no sin is better than the other, but I would rather somebody steal from me than rape me. Me personally.
Yeah. So okay. So it is better because she was just stealing from them and not
I
raping
mean,
them.
no sin is better than the other.
No. But what you're saying, the your actions are saying, what your actions are saying is that I'm okay with Cardi B drugging men, but I'm not okay with Bill Cosby drugging women.
I'm not okay with Bill Cosby drugging women. That's the difference.
But you're okay with Cardi B drugging men. Okay, cool. We can move on. Back to black sitcoms. This is unfair, Jared. And if you're gonna stand on principle, you need to stand on principle
I
across the
am standing on
and
principle. I
not
am
cherry
standing
pick.
on principle.
But I don't ever want to hear
No,
another Cardi B song
no
play.
man. No. I will play Cardi B.
No,
No
you won't.
man has came out and said Cardi B did this to me.
And I think that makes it double the crime because she did it to men because she knew men wouldn't come forward about it.
Why won't they? Why
Because
won't
that's
they?
embarrassing. They're embarrassed.
So you're embarrassed that a multimillionaire stole from you? You don't want to get your
She wasn't a
money?
multi-millionaire then. She was
But
just
she
like a
is
stripper
now.
with
You
a
could press charges now and you get
huh?
your money back.
I mean, if I were a victim, I would.
Okay. So
But look, I know how most black men think, and I'm sure it was mostly black men. They don't want to be like, oh, this woman got took advantage of me. It feels
well,
bad. It
well,
looks
that's a
bad.
regressive way of thinking. That's the patriarchy, and I don't support the
And that
patriarchy.
is the reason she chose to victimize black men because she knew they wouldn't come forward. Anyway,
I don't
black
think that's the
sitcom,
reason why.
black sitcom.
I
I
think
think
that
it's
she
part of it.
needed.
I think it's part of it. I think part of it was convenience. Like those were the victims that were those were the people she was around. So those were the people she could victimize. And the other part is that she knew she could get away with it
Mm.
because they were black men. Because nobody cares about black men. Please continue.
What?
Stop. Let's not. This is a different episode. We
No,
get
you
too much
said
into a
that
tangent.
nobody cares about black men, and that sounds like some alpha beta male
Alpha beta.
podcast stuff
I'm in a fraternity now.
right now. No, I mean like alpha male
The world does
podcasting
not.
stuff.
The world by and large does not care about black men. So
I mean, the
let's
world doesn't
not
care about
pretend.
black women either. That's why they keep dying in hospitals giving birth to black sons.
Whoa. We talking about black men right now.
And I'm talking about
Cardi B
black
was
women,
victimizing
which
black men.
and
And
why
this is
doesn't
what
no one want to talk about black women?
this is what folks always try to do. They always try to like deflect the conversation. We
I'm
talking
not
about black men right now.
deflecting. I'm not
We actually
deflecting.
talking about black sitcoms right now.
Okay, I'll get back on the subject because as we used to say, this is not that podcast.
And you trying to
um,
make it that podcast real bad.
I'm not trying to
Real
make it
bad.
that, but I mean, you're saying stuff and I gotta go in deeper
No, you
because
don't.
our listeners
No, you
want to
don't.
know.
No, you
Our,
don't. You can just say
our listeners
okay and
want
we
to
can
know.
move on.
No, because I'm not okay with
Because
what
I'm
you
not
just said.
wrong.
Not okay with
I'm
what you
not
just
wrong.
said. Uh, I mean, it's an opinion and it's not
I'm
a
not wrong.
right
It's not a wrong
opinion. It's
opinion.
not correct. It's not the right
It is.
opinion.
That's exactly what it is. Just because you don't agree with it doesn't make it not correct.
No, I definitely don't agree with nobody cares about the black man. Black man. I definitely don't agree with that.
The world, by and large, does not care about black men.
The world, by and large, doesn't care about black people.
But we're talking about black men right now. This is you on some all lives matter shit right
No,
now.
I'm not. I'm definitely not on that. But so, okay, let me just ask you: do you think that black men are more disrespected or black women are more disrespected?
Suffering is not a contest.
Okay. Okay, so we're in agreement.
And
So I can say that Black women are disrespected, and it will mean the same. It's equal to you say that Black men are disrespected, right?
Sure, but it deflects the conversation. It deflects the conversation. Because we were talking about Cardi B victimizing Black men. And you was like, well, Black women have it hard too.
We were talking about Bill Cosby
We were.
drugging those women, and
We
then you
were.
brought up Cardi B
You
because we
because
are
you
talking
said you
about.
won't watch, and I wanted to explore your train of thought here. Because you said you will not watch the Cosby Show no more, but you will still listen to Cardi B's music.
Mhm.
This is the same crime.
And my answer was nobody came forward. Cardi B has not been convicted.
Okay, so the difference is that she has not been convicted and nobody has came forward about it. So it doesn't matter that she admitted it herself.
I mean, it matters because it's still wrong.
But
But
you won't, but you'll still listen to her. It doesn't matter to you because you'll still listen to her music.
I will still listen to her music, yes. And it does matter
Okay.
to me.
And it doesn't matter to you.
And
Great.
because I
Great.
on my
It is
hierarchy
it
of
is not
crime,
enough. It is not enough for you to stop listening to her.
it's not enough. Stealing from somebody is not worse than raping
But she
somebody.
didn't just steal from him, she also drugged him.
Okay.
And who knows if they had sex or not?
Hopefully, and I bet you they didn't. Hopefully they didn't.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they did.
Well, I think Cardi B was good enough to drug and steal from those people without having sex with them. I really think she was
I mean,
a bad B.
sure. I don't know. Who
I mean, I
knows?
wasn't there either, but I'm sure she was a bad B. But let's get back to Black sitcoms.
I've been trying, and you want to keep us here. You want to keep us here in the mud.
So in the 90s, we came to Fresh Prince, we came to Family Matters.
I just want to get back on that one because we were talking about it earlier. The
Mhm.
old Fresh Prince show versus the new one, Bel Air, that
Okay,
started airing in when 2020,
19.
2019. That was the first
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It
And it
was
took a
somewhere
while for the
around
second
there,
season to
somewhere
come
around the
out, right?
pandemic.
Hmm?
It was somewhere around the pandemic.
Okay. Maybe it just took me a while to watch it. But how would you compare those two? If there are there differences that stand out? Do they feel like the same show? Talk to me.
It does feel the same. Like, I mean, it's separate but equal. I hate to say that.
Separate but
It is,
equal.
it's separate but
You on some
equal.
real all lives matter shit today.
I'm not because
You
okay,
you was Uncle Tom and
Fresh Prince of
you
Bel
was
Air,
Uncle Ruckusin today, Jerry.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air is a comedy. They try to make people laugh. They try to have a good time.
But they also try to
Bel
teach you lessons.
Air, Bel Air. Wait, what you say?
They also try to teach you a few lessons in the
And
Fresh
they
Prince.
do that in the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. In
Mhm.
Bel Air, they're not trying to make you laugh and not trying to give you a good time. They're trying to just make you think and try to teach you some lessons. It's a complete drama, but they're in the same situations as the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Mhm.
So when I say separate but equal, like these two plots are equal, but these two storylines are separate. You
Hmm.
see, like no, the storylines are equal, the plots are separate.
Y'all jump in the comments and tell me how this sounds. This separate but equal bullshit.
What do you think,
Y'all know how that
Demarcus?
turned out the first time. Um, I like both shows. I like both shows.
I like both shows too.
I liked the Fresh Prince during the time that it was airing, and I think that's only because that's the only one that was. I think if both of these shows aired at the same time, I would like Bel Air more.
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel like
Okay.
it's a more well-rounded story, and they flesh out the characters a lot more than they did in the Fresh Prince. Like in the Fresh Prince, like I had a really good idea of who Will was. I had a really good idea of who Uncle Phil was, but less so when it came to uh Jazz and the Aunt Viv and yeah shoot
Uh,
Hillary and
yeah.
the other girl
Ashley,
Ashley
the other girl. No,
and
no.
Jeffrey especially because
Yeah,
like
Jeffrey.
what they did with Jeffrey and Bel Air, I was like, oh, this shit is good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that both shows are good, and I really like both shows. I'm glad that Will is still staying on as the executive producer of Bel Air.
Mm. I like
Um,
that too. Yeah.
and it really shows, and I'm glad it's not too comedic. Um,
Hmm.
do you think that
Do you
what
think?
they
Sorry.
oh, go ahead.
Do you think that? I don't know the actor's name. In the let me. The internet is right at my fingertips. Let me see if I can find it. The actor in Bel Air. This what? What is this? I don't think this is a lot of white folks. This ain't the show. You said 2019?
Somewhere around it started in 2022. And
I
the
knew it. I knew it wasn't no 2019. I was like, that show's pretty recent.
you said 24. I mean, yeah, you said
I said
2014.
2020.
Uh the actor's name is Jabari Banks.
There we go. Jabari Banks. Do you think Jabari sounds like Will? Do you feel like do you feel is it believable that they're the same character? Does he give you Will, or does he give
No.
you like a different person?
I mean his name is Will, but he doesn't give me Will Smith's Will. Like
Yeah.
I think they're completely separate characters. It's like alternate universe
Okay.
and
I
like
think I gotta disagree with you. There are times, like I would say, overall, I agree. Overall, he's not giving the same character, but there are times when, like, I'll be watching it and he'll like start talking. I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, he sounds like Will Smith right there. Like he was in
mm,
his bag for this one scene. So yeah,
mm.
I feel like there's a lot of potential. I like the way it's going. I like the way that it's kind of different, but also it's kind of reminiscent.
So do you think that there's another 90s black sitcom that could get the Bel Air treatment?
Oh, absolutely, all of them,
All of
all
them.
of
So
them.
Sister Sister, Smart Guy, Family Matters,
Yes,
Wayans
especially
Brothers.
Smart Guy, because I feel like we need a show like Smart Guy that shows black, like what made Smart Guy so innovative at the time was that it wasn't about like struggle and stuff like that, or like black people being good, black guys being good at sports or stuff like like the typical things that black people were known for. It was like this black kid is smart and he doesn't fit in at school. And I think that spoke to a lot of black kids at the time, me myself included, because Smart Guy was definitely one of my favorite shows. Because I was like, I can see myself in this kid. I was like, because I feel like I don't fit in at school, and I'm pretty smart, and I feel like the two one may not be exactly the reason for the other, but there's some correlation.
Mm.
So yeah, I think Smart Guy could definitely get the Bel Air treatment and be a lot better of a show. Like had it like because he like skipped a bunch of grades and he was in high school, so he was like what 12 years old in high school or something like that.
Mm.
So yeah, I think a good episode would be like an 18-year-old trying to get him a little coochie.
Mm, God.
I think that would be because so many black men had their first time with like an older woman when they were like prepubescent, and that is something that is not talked about enough. And it definitely affects who you become as a person, and you start to feel like you're only valued. Anyway, different podcast.
That is a different podcast because we are about to go down another argument hole because I was about to bring something up, but I don't think that that this is that podcast actually.
But yeah, I think which one do you think they could bring back?
From the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite was Living Single, but I think they're doing a good job with recent black sitcoms, Run the World and what's the other one called? It's Run the World and
Crew,
no,
Grand Crew,
it's
is that what it's called?
Run the World's on Stars. No, Run the World's on the one on Stars or Amazon. I can't remember. And I
Mm.
think it was just canceled. So anyway, they're doing a good one with it all with a majority women main cast of doing something like that with an updated version of Sister Sister.
Rap shit?
No. It probably is Run the World because that one actually has Erica Alexander in it. And the main character is in a magazine. So probably that one.
I don't think
But
I've watched Run the World. I think maybe I've watched one episode of Run the World.
but if I were to bring back a black sitcom, and I'm gonna say this one, kind of cheating because it's not really the 1990s. If I were to bring one into the modern era and make it dramatized, it would be a different world because
Hmm.
I would love to see a great, because I know that All Americans on TV, but that's more centered around sports and they are at
Mhm.
HBCU. I just want to see HBCU kids like in euphoria, like going crazy and like being like insane. So I would love to see like a different world meets the drama
You
of
know,
the Bel Air.
I hear what you're saying, and I
Mhm.
think I think like the Euphoria-esque element will be a part of the show, but I don't think it'll be the entire show because both of us haven't gone to HBCU. We
The best
know that, like,
HBCU.
huh?
I said the best HBCU.
The best HBCU. We know that black kids aren't like that. Black people, like we, we ain't doing all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like as wild as college was, it was
Hmm.
nowhere near as wild as like my fair skinned compatriots describe their undergrad times. Cause I'd
That's
be
true.
like, they be telling me stories, I'd be like, whoa. I was like,
That's true.
y'all did all those drugs and
Yeah,
then didn't go to and just skip class for the next week.
yeah.
Like, no, my mama would have been up at the school. Like somebody somehow, some way, somehow she would have found out that happened and she would be up there.
Yeah. But there are some things that they can go in on,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah,
it
this
would
they
be
can go in
very
on.
like I know these things, but I do not feel comfortable saying these things or
Mhm.
even alluding to these things, even though I am out of school for over a decade and I am grown and nobody can do anything to me now. I still do not feel necessarily comfortable bringing these things up. But
Okay.
I would like to see the different world get that Bel Air treatment and have it on
Mm.
be on HBO or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, I'm just now
Yeah.
going to
They gotta have
say
they'll have like one there'll be like one character in there that does like hard drugs and nobody will know.
nobody know, nobody know, and nobody will like them.
Mm-mm. And nobody likes him. Nobody knows why. We just
Yeah,
don't hang out.
yeah, he's just weird.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's
Um,
always tired, his nose always running. I don't know what's wrong with that
exactly,
man.
exactly. I'm gonna say some more black sitcoms. I just want to know what you thought about them. One that I saw recently when Netflix brought them all back was Girlfriends. Did you ever see Girlfriends?
Ooh, yeah. I used to watch a lot of Girlfriends with my mom.
Oh, really?
Me and my mom watched black sitcoms together in the 90s and like early 2000s. That was like our thing. And not only black sitcoms, we used to watch like other stuff too, like Smallville and Charmed. But yeah.
Hmm. So, Girlfriends instantly became one of my favorites when I watched it like 3 years ago. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite part was that running joke between Tony and she would always call Jabari something else. Jabari was that child. I forgot her name on the show. Let me see. Girlfriends has Jabari was Maya's child, and
Mm.
um, and Tony would be like Jumanji or Jabuki or and it was so funny. Um, okay, what do you think about uh well, we didn't mention this one, and this would be a good one too. In Living Color, was that a black sitcom? Not really. That's more of
Yeah.
a comedy show, but what do you think about In Living Color?
I liked it. I didn't watch a lot of it. I feel like in Living Color was a little bit before my time. Just like there's a little overlap, but and like I know people who watched it who was really into it, but I didn't really watch it.
Mm,
But your boy Jim Carrey was on that joint, so you
I
know,
know.
yeah, Damian Wayans.
Yes, all the Wayans. And we already spoke about the Wayans show. But what do you think about the Bernie Mac show?
Oh, the Bernie Mac show was lit.
Mm,
That was hilarious.
yeah.
Um, yeah. And what I appreciated about the Bernie Mac show is them kids was getting beat. Cause like the Cosby, I was like, oh, this is ideal. Like, I would love for this to be the reality. The Bernie Mac show was like, all right, this is what's actually going on. This is the shit that's fucking working. Cause
Mm.
that boy Junior, boy, was a menace.
Um, okay, what do you think about uh let's move forward in time to Blackish.
Mm. I had so much hope for Blackish. I wanted to like Blackish. I wanted to love Blackish. Um, and like when I first started watching it, I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, this is it. Mm. The Blackish is like Blackish feels like Friends with Black people,
Mm,
and not in the good way, like Living Single is Friends with Black people.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
Friends with just a black skin on it, but not actual like
yeah.
black culture in it. It's real
It feels
odd.
safe.
It feels safe.
Yeah.
It feels safe. And but I don't want to use that description because the Cosby Show also felt safe. The Cosby Show always felt like a safe place, but it didn't feel inauthentic.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it. Blackish ain't bad, and I'm not throwing no stones at nobody who enjoys Blackish, but it's just not. I'm not watching. I'm not watching episode to episode. I think at one point in time, the last time I was watching Blackish, I would just watch the specials. So like when it was
Mm,
like a Christmas special or like a Valentine's Day special or like you know
Halloween.
something, yeah, something's like something big's about to happen in the shows. Like, oh, we finally about to Rainbow's parents, but finally about to meet like Drew's parents for the first time. Cool. I'll watch it just to see what happened, but I'm not like I wasn't into that like that. And at the same time, when Blackish started, I was watching like Power and what was the
Mm,
other one, Empire,
mm-hmm.
and those two had first started, and they were so much better.
Yeah. Um, one show that was not safe at all was the Carmichael Show. Did you see this one?
Ooh, the Carmichael Show was good.
Yeah.
Did they cancel that joint?
Yeah, they Gerard Carmichael had a disagreement with CBS and he was like, okay, never mind.
That's fine, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because Carmichael Show it like really tackled some like real shit. The Carmichael Show is what I wanted Blackish to be because he had a mixed wife. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a mixed wife. Um, yeah, and she did have like this like, but I feel like it was on the other end of it where like, well, no, because they both was like super successful. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. And what was Gerard's job? I know his wife was like, um, she was like in a marketing agency, like a big time something around there.
I don't know what Gerard's job is. I just know that David Allen Greer, it's always so good to see him again in a different character on TV
David
every week.
Allen Greer.
He was the grandfather.
Oh, he's the dad.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I love him. Yeah, he's
yeah.
pretty good. Um,
Um, so we know that you loved Atlanta.
I
This
like
was
Atlanta. I
a
still haven't finished it.
oh, you haven't finished it. I mean, the last season isn't that great, but we know that you love Atlanta. We here at Black Geek Energy are big Atlanta fans. Have you seen the trailer for the Vince Staples show?
No.
Coming on Netflix February the 15th. It's the Vince Staples show. I would suggest you look it up. It looks like Atlanta. Wherever Vince Staples is, it looks like
Okay.
Atlanta. Looks like Atlanta. I suggest you look that up immediately. And let me know. Are you watching trailer now?
I'm not watching the trailer now, but I'm looking up the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one looks like
Is
Atlanta.
Vince Staples from Atlanta?
I don't know where Vince Staples is from. Where he from?
Mm. Vince Staples is from. Come on, Wikipedia.
He's from Compton. Yeah, it kind of looked like
Mm.
some Compton stuff going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, that hat with the polo button all the way up. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Compton all the way right there.
But that's coming on Netflix February the 15th. It looks Interesting. I will
Mhm.
be tuned in. Um,
I'll check out that trailer and I'll let you know if I'm
yeah,
feeling it.
yeah. Were you a part of um the Sunday Twitter chat around Insecure?
Nah, I wasn't on Twitter by the time that started coming on.
But did you watch it?
Watch Insecure? Oh yeah, I was on Insecure episode to episode.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that one was another one that really surprised everybody. So who do you think that needs Lisa? Issa should have been with? Do you think that uh what was that guy's name?
I think
You think that Lawrence should have been Issa should have been with Lawrence?
oh, I want to say no because I'm big on like you've had your time with someone to get it right. And they was together for like 5 years.
They were together for a while.
Yeah, I think they was together for like five or 6 years or something like that. And she was real mad when they broke up. Like, like, is this it? Because I've spent my 20s with you,
Yeah.
and like I didn't know that this is where we were going, but now that I do, I'm not happy. And
Mm.
so, I feel that. I feel that completely. I feel like I've been in a similar situation. Not
Really?
where I wasn't doing, not where I wasn't like taking care of my business, just that I wasn't prioritizing relationships in my 20s the way I am now in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? Or in my early 20s, rather. Um, and so, yeah. And so, like, I feel like you have your time with somebody, and at a certain point, it's time to go. So I don't think she should have been with Lawrence.
Mm.
And I don't know if she should have been with Daniel. I don't want to say that. That doesn't feel right. Like I really when they first introduced Daniel and like their relationship and they started like hooking up and stuff, and I was like, ooh, I really like Daniel. I want her to be with him because Daniel, I put a lot on like someone like tickling your fancy. You know what I'm saying? Like someone can do all the other stuff. Like they can be like in a relationship, they take care of you like financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. But like that physical part ain't hitting on what you needed to hit on. And that's gonna break you. And that's not for everybody, but that's for me. And I know a lot of people like that.
And that was
But like,
some of the discussion that was going on.
yeah. But like and I think it's down to personal choice because like I'm comfortable helping someone grow in some areas. But that physical, it gotta be right when you show up. Like
Mm.
we can tailor it to me, but if I'm not happy with it, mm. Not to say that was the case with Issa and Lawrence, but like that, I think that was like one of the big parts of her and Daniel's relationship. Like that physical was on point, but I don't think either of them was in a real place to like give that relationship a shot. Um, what was the other dude she dated? The light skinned dude, Andrew? Nah, his
I
name
don't
was
know their
Andrew.
names.
Um,
Oh, the real light-skinned dude, the social justice warrior.
yeah,
Yeah, I know who you talk about.
yeah. I forget his name. But I
Um,
like them together, and but I don't like he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Kendrick
I don't think I
Sampson,
saw anyone.
Nathan.
Hmm?
Nathan.
Nathan. Yeah. I don't think I saw anyone that Issa should have been with in that show. Like
Mm.
Lawrence is the closest, but that doesn't mean, that he's the one.
Nathan had his own demons. Issa should have let Lawrence go a long time ago, but I'm just going to mention two more that are currently on now. One's coming back on February the 5th. Do you watch Abbott Elementary?
I've watched Abbott Elementary. I'm not a follower. I'm not a fan.
Wow,
Well, I
that's
I won't say I'm
crazy.
not a fan. I'm just not a follower.
That's crazy. That's the best show on TV right now.
Really?
Uh,
Okay, cool.
what about the Upshaws that's on Netflix? Did you watch that show?
Mm, I watched like half the first season of that, but it was too much comedy, not enough drama, not enough lessons for me.
So you didn't make it
I did
far.
like I did like to see Tika Sumter. on TV again.
Tika's in the Up shows?
Ain't she the wife?
Regine is the wife from Living Single.
Regine.
The Upshaws.
You might be right. You're probably right.
Well, I think that you would really
I
like
think it's actually Kim Fields.
yeah, Kim Fields.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Kim Fields.
I think that you would like this show called Southside. They just canceled it on Max, but it is pure comedy about this police force in Chicago. You have to put that on your list right now. You gotta watch Southside immediately. It's the funniest thing. And I don't know why
Looking
they
at this poster, I don't like it.
don't judge a book by its cover
Then why do books have covers?
so that you can know what you're getting into. But you
So I
gotta
can
watch
judge them, right?
Southside.
So I can see what I'm getting into and judge it, whether or not I
No,
want to get
not so
into it.
you could judge it.
Get the hell out of
You
here.
gotta watch Southside. I'm telling you, DeMarcus, Southside is hilarious. And they just canceled it on Max. But yeah, we are going over time. We still have to come back and do the questions.
Mm-hmm.
So hang with us. Well, hang in, wait, stay where you are. Come back after this brief, free commercial break, and we'll have the questions, everybody's favorite part.
Don't touch that dial.
And we're back. Thank you for hanging with
We
us.
back.
For Black Geek Energy, we are about to go into the questions. Remember, if you have a question, you can send it into blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. You can send it on our Instagram at Black Geek Energy. You can send it on our TikTok at Black Geek Energy, or you can send it on our our Twitter.
You said your TikTok.
Yeah, at
But I
BGE.
feel like you need to write this down. You be messing it up every time.
I did write it down. I'm just not reading it. It's on that little podcast thing that you made at the bottom. I'm just not reading. I'm trying to make it flow naturally. But our Twitter is VGE_pod, and we're now on YouTube. So you can go on YouTube, leave a comment, and we'll see it. Just search Black Geek Energy. DeMarcus, your first question is
Our first question.
Oh yeah, our first question. Our first question comes from Martin in Atlanta. You may know him. If you could attend any fictional event, like the Yule Ball at Hogwarts, the Star Wars celebration, which one would it be and why?
Excuse me. If I could attend any fictional event, what's coming to mind right now is crap, not Flash Day. I lost my train of thought. It was something. It was from something I was watching recently. The Hellfire Gala, or not the Hellfire Gala, the X-Men. Well, yeah, the Hellfire Gala.
Do you have clothes for the Hellfire Gala?
Yeah, bro. But I'm still getting compliments on my suit that I wore to my holiday party. Gotta recognize.
Yikes. I was gonna pick that. But since you picked it, I'm gonna pick another one. If I could attend any event, I would attend just the Pokemon Championship.
Really?
Um,
Just to like watch or you want to be in it?
no, I just want to watch.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
That's fair.
just want to watch.
Be in
And
the
I,
stands. Do you want
yeah,
a front
in
row
this,
seat or do you want to be sitting like
oh,
kind of?
I'm definitely want to be VIP. Like, I'm not gonna
Wow.
be
Oh,
there if I'm
VIP.
not
So like in a
VIP.
box somewhere.
Oh, exactly, with the food and everything.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I feel like box seats at a sporting event are, it's just like you're sitting far away, but it's more comfortable.
Mm.
That's all it is.
I mean,
Like, I want to be close. I want to feel the electricity from that thunder shot. I want my beard to freeze from that ice beam they shooting.
no, see, I don't have to be. The only time I feel like I had to be a part of the action at a sporting event was I had to feel the water when Beyonce did Freedom
Mm-hmm.
at her concert. So
Mm.
I had to have that water splash on me. That's
Mm-hmm.
the only time I had to be up close and personal. But every other thing, I mean, you can see Charizard from anywhere in the stadium. So
I guess, but he gonna look like a Charmander from the cheap seats.
yeah.
Okay.
Second question, Demarcus. This is kind of a simple one.
Mm-hmm.
If you could attend, oh, and this is from Kia in Virginia.
Mm.
If you could attend a themed party based on a geeky or nerdy universe like Star Wars, DC, Invincible, which one would you choose and how would you dress up?
A themed party?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. A themed party. Hmm. This is a good question because there's so many that I want to do.
Mm.
Um, I think I want to attend like a bleach themed party.
Bleach?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I want to come dressed as like a captain, but not like one of the captains from the show. So I just want to like kind of make up my own captain outfit, and I'll show a lot more skin. You know what I'm saying? Like have my
Mm.
chest out.
Oh my God.
That's probably like cut off at the arms.
So cool. But I would like to attend a DC theme party,
Hmm.
but gay. So everybody is gay, like Nightwing with the no, with the chest out and the big butt.
Uh-huh.
Me in my skimpy Robin, the 1950s Robin outfit. You know,
Wow.
it would be a girls and
But
boys event, like
your
like a
balls hanging out of the Robin suit, huh? Because them draws are so tight.
they would be tucked.
Go ahead, Jerry.
And like girls in like fire and ice outfits,
Hmm.
maybe a bare-chested Batman, but
So are these
allies,
gay characters or whatever character you dress up as, you have to make it gay?
I can't tell you how they're if they're going to come out in the future. There is
Hmm.
a gay Robin now, there is a gay Superman now.
Hmm.
But this one, I think that every character there should be if that character was gay.
Okay. So it couldn't just be like I'm Batman, but I make it like the color of the rainbow.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool. So you could just make a character gay. It doesn't have to be a gay character or make that character's outfit gay.
yeah,
I guess. Okay, cool.
yeah,
I'm just asking for clarity.
yeah,
For
yeah.
clarity.
Yeah, like a gay doomsday.
Mm. I feel like Doomsday already looks pretty gay because
He
like
did.
he's in like a wrestling leotard, ain't he? Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Hmm.
okay. I can see that. I would want to go, and
Oh my God.
I will leave around like 11 o'clock.
Then don't come. I'm not getting there till 1.
Jesus, but I don't want to be there when y'all start having when the orgy starts.
it wouldn't be there. Just don't
Mm.
come. If you can't have the complete amount of fun, then you can't have no fun. You
Ooh.
just need to go to the Toyota Don. Because that's
Sure.
what
Okay,
you
fine. But
that
then don't invite me, Jared, because I know when this
I'm
if
not
this
inviting you.
if this party would ever happen, you would invite me because you wouldn't want to go by yourself.
I always go to places by myself.
You wouldn't want to go to that by yourself. You
I
would invite.
always go to places by
And
myself.
if you don't invite me, Gordon will invite me. So fuck you.
No, because I don't think Gordon would either, but
Gordon would.
well, we'll see. In
Anyway,
fact, I'm gonna ask him right now.
last question.
Yes, next question while I text Gordon this
All right.
question.
This question is from Terrence in Texas. That's
Okay.
pretty feels pretty spot on. I feel like this is fate. But anyway, if you could go back to your younger self and like share a cartoon or a show with them from today, which one would it be and why?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Sure. If you, I kind of like ad-libbed it a little bit. If you could go back in time and share one cartoon with your younger self, which one would it be and why?
One cartoon. Oh my goodness. Like just one character is my friend, or am I in the cartoon?
Yeah, no. You're going back to a young Jared and saying, "Hey, watch this show."
What show didn't I watch as a kid? And it has to be a cartoon?
Doesn't have to be. I mean, well, it says cartoon, but I'm expanding it to any show, like a show that you would share with your younger self. So maybe something that 20-year-old Jared saw that 10-year-old Jared didn't, or maybe that 30-year-old Jared saw that 20-year-old Jared didn't, or maybe something that 40-year-old Jared saw that
Shut up,
15-year-old Jared
DeMarcus.
didn't.
One, I mean, like, I've seen these shows now, but they were on then, so I would say either Girlfriends or The Game.
Really,
Yeah,
the game?
yeah, because I did
Okay.
watch that, when that was airing. But I
Hmm.
would say that, I would want my younger self to watch those things when they were airing.
Okay. Um, I I think I would go back and like just finish shows, show my younger self the last season or like the end of things that he was watching. So like think like the Clone Wars. I would take the last season of that when
Mm.
somebody finished it and show them that, and or Young Justice. I'll be like, hey, look, here's that last season, bro. Go ahead and wrap it up. Um, or like what's another one that took forever to finish? I can't think of now, but yeah, stuff like that, where it's like they stopped the show for whatever reason, and then they finished it later. Bleach, I would go back and show my younger self the ending of Bleach.
So you can take a show to the past?
Yeah, like what show would you take from now to show it to your younger self?
Oh, Boruto.
Really?
Yeah. Why does
I
everybody
think
do that?
I don't think I don't think my younger self would appreciate Boruto. I think my younger self would be watching Naruto as it came out week to week. I would show him Boruto, and he'll be like, "This show is fucking boring. Why are you showing
It's
me this?"
not boring. It's not boring.
He was like, "They pulling each other arms off in Naruto, and Boruto's getting kisses goodnight. Like, what am I watching,
He
bro?"
didn't get a kiss goodnight.
I exaggerate to make a point, Jared.
Naruto is a high quality show. I'm tired of everybody hating on it for no reason.
Everybody hates on it,
Everybody hates on it.
so it's got to be
That's
something to it. It's got to be something to it.
but
If
like
everybody's
everybody who
saying
hates
it,
on it hasn't seen it. Everyone who
I've
hates
seen
on it
it.
haven't.
I've seen it.
Okay, you saw three
And I,
episodes. There's
and I've
three.
seen a lot of it, and I've given it a shot many times,
Mm, okay.
it just doesn't do it for me.
Well, mine would be Boruto, or maybe My Hero. I don't know. Or
Why?
maybe I
Why
would,
Boruto?
cause I really like Boruto, and I think that my younger self would like it. But what I need to do is go back in time and tell myself to go ahead and watch Clone Wars, go ahead and watch One Piece. That would be the
Mm.
responsible thing to do. Um, but yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for
Yeah,
today.
that's the
Um,
episode. I like that.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Remember, you can follow us on social media, Instagram, Black Geek Energy, Twitter, BGE_pod. And you can email us blackgeekenergy@gmail.com, and you can search on Google at Black Geek Energy. Just make that into 3 separate words. You'll see our stuff up there. Go ahead and subscribe. Rate us 5 stars on whatever platform that you are listening on, and leave a comment so we know that you like us or hate us. Uh, DeMarcus, any final words?
What I want y'all to take away from this episode is that Jared only cares when women are mistreated, and he doesn't care or care to prosecute women when they mistreat men.
No, you're not going to end it on that. You're not going to end it on that
That's what I'm ending it on.
because
That's
that's
the
not
end. Thank y'all
that.
for tuning in.
No, 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 that's not
BGE
what I
out.
think. That's not what I think, but bye.
Hey Jared, I know we've talked a lot about Professor X. He comes up all the time, but what's like your main gripe with this man? Because I feel like he's done so much for the mutant community.
My main gripe changes with every new issue of X-Men. Professor X puts himself in all of these horrible situations, and now he is trying to take away the best age of the X-Men. But he has done stuff ever since his inception. And you know what, DeMarcus? I just wish that Professor X had somebody that he could talk to, basically.
I think he has plenty of feelings. He's in like everybody's head, but it sounds like he's his heart is always in the right place, even if his methods aren't. But I don't think I'm the person to have that conversation with him. I couldn't tell him like, "Hey, Professor X, you don't know what you're doing. Like, I know you mean well, but you're really fucking everything up."
Well, as a doctor of psychology, Professor X desperately needs to talk to somebody else who is in psychology to help him with his issues. And you know what? He needs to go straight to betterhelp.com/BGE pod to get a discount on a session. He needs to have
Yeah.
somebody talk to him about his rape charges, his
Wait
underage
a minute.
his underage girl admirations, um, putting everybody through that portal, abandoning his son, loving his other son in front of the son that he abandoned. Like, there's so many things that he needs to talk about somebody with, and he has nobody. Because nobody told him that he needs to be the head of this Krakoa. Nobody told him that he needs to be the head of that table. So he needs to talk to somebody
Right.
today. He needs to go straight to betterhelp.com/BGE pod now.
It does sound like he has this like savior complex, and that's definitely something that the folks at BetterHelp could help him with. If he goes to betterhelp.com/BGE pod, he will get 10% off, but I don't think he needs it. Isn't he like independently wealthy?
No, he has his his grandfather's Nazi money, and that's how
Oh,
he is so wealthy.
so there's
Um,
probably some guilt in there he needs to work through too.
I mean, is it? Is it? Like, let's be for real.
The folks at BetterHelp will know better than
Yeah,
we do.
yeah, they'll know better than we do. But Professor X, if you can hear this, you need to go to betterhelp.com pretty soon because you're getting on my nerves and getting on everybody else's nerves. All right, so betterhelp.com/BGE pod to get 10% off, and do it now, please. Thank you.